So again, with the quarter system, things are a little unique. 1 quarter is 9 weeks, 3 quarters is 1 year of law school, and 9 quarters is the total program. As I mentioned, we enroll 3 classes a year, but then we graduate 4 classes a year. So once our students get here, they finish their first year, so 3 quarters consecutively, then it's totally up to them how they complete their program. You can finish in as few as 27 months. It's a little fatiguing, so we don't recommend it unless you have a job lined up. But it's really reasonable to graduate in just a little over 2.5 years. Also, because of the quarter system, we're going to require more classes than a traditional law school. So beyond the first year curriculum that you'll see at all law schools, where it's contracts and torts and civil procedure, we also require trusts and estates. We require an administrative law class. We require business organizations. We require 7 sections of legal writing, which seems excessive, but we've heard from lawyers we want people to come out knowing how to write almost more than anything else. So they'll take basic research in writing. They will do a brief writing class. They will do transactional drafting and litigation drafting. So a significant amount of legal writing there. Now, with us being a 126 credit program, there's still plenty of time for students to pursue their own unique interests through our 15 professional tracks, which is kind of like a major, or they can just pursue a more general JD and dip their toes into a little bit of everything. As I mentioned, we have our 3rd year trial advocacy program. So instead of the first year being the most difficult year at Baylor, it's actually the 3rd year. We ramp up in intensity because we think our students should be the most challenged, the closest they are to the bar and to actual legal practice. So students will take an in-depth look at procedure and evidence in the classroom and then walk through the steps of multiple trials over the course of 6 months. Now, we do not anticipate that all of our students will graduate and become litigators. The skills are quite transferable. It's all about communication, working under pressure, dealing with difficult people, and things like that. So students really value that program quite a bit, and it's really the bread and butter of our program. I mentioned briefly that we're in Waco, Texas. People know that for Chip and Joanna Gaines and Magnolia, but we're also here, and it's a great location because it's a smaller community, and so it's a really nice place to be a student. It's a little bit more laid back, but we're also an hour and a half from the capital city of Austin, an hour and a half from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and then 2.5 to 3 hours from Houston and San Antonio. And Houston in particular is a top 5 legal market, really growing, so we're seeing a lot more students go there. The majority of our students will end up in a major market in the state of Texas just because we have a great economy, and even if they come from out of state, they love it. But we also have Baylor lawyers in all 50 states. I actually practiced in Georgia after graduating. So we really want to make sure our students are prepared, whether they end up in Texas or elsewhere, and just really ready to go.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.